so it's gonna be cool to get down there and meet the family, hear their story. But I guess he puts on an event for his employees every 90 days. They do a little event at the shop, and this time they're gonna be releasing their Raised on Blacktop paver and Dobbs equipment, which is the dealership that they bought it from. They're gonna be coming down and they'll be there, and I guess they're gonna be catering some food, so it should be a cool event. On 684, it's nice to be in a car and not a truck Monday morning. Feels like I'm skipping school though right now. I got like that feeling in my stomach. I'm doing something wrong.
Forget the kissing, I'm skipping the tongues with the T application.
They knew we were coming.
I'm just waiting for it. This is weird. I don't think I've ever flown anywhere when it's hot out. It should be like freezing right now, right? Different. This is what we need for the trade show this winter. Rent one of these bad boys and wrap it, Raised on Blacktop. Fill it with merch. Bring it down to Nashville. They're gonna want me to do a speech too, I bet. Mac, you wanna say something? And be like, I'll have to hit him with a Denzel speech. The Denzel Washington. She at work. Baby, we got a little V6 Mustang. Here we go. And we're talking. Where's the speed shine, baby? Definitely don't need a mask down here. 4 tires and fuel. Back on the track.
Everybody gets lost once.
Where are you in relation to the racetrack gas station?
Make a right on the 2nd Street past the racetrack. There's a little gravel road.
Oh, okay, yep. I got a badass Mustang.
There you go. Convertible.
Convertible V6.
Are we live? We're not live.
Yeah, Elliot bought that years ago. We had horses out there. We used to have fun. Now we got to work, man. So he's bringing one of those black.
Oh, the tarp?
Yeah. Because none of my guys have seen it either. We've been hiding it in here for 3 weeks. Yeah, none of them have seen it. So he's getting ready to throw some graphics on it so we can share the love. And this kid, he's studying.
You want that to rub off on him?
Yeah, I'm telling you, like all night long he's studying and trying to be. So he asked me, he said, can I come and just hang out with you? I'll work for free. I want to learn. And I said, so we started him in a little pressure cleaning business. That's his little business right there. Got him a little truck. And he started out doing driveways for like $100. Now he's making $1,000 a week. Lives with mom and dad. Going to school at night, studying. Like, grind. You know what I mean? No excuses. My son's 19, and he said, like, I'm a huge TikTok guy. I love TikTok. I know I got a lot of gray hair, but I love it because I set mine up to what I like.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody thinks it's jokes. Yeah. Probably stuff I can't say right now, but yeah. So I set my feet up. He's like, Dad, you got to check out this guy Gary Vee. It's like 2 or 3 years ago, right?
I got it.
And so he said, Dad, he's coming to Orlando. I'm like, we're in, let's go. Yeah. And of course they were selling the 500,000, the big tickets. Yeah. And I logged on, I'm like, give me a $50 ticket. I want to see the guy. There's probably 3,000 to 4,000 people there. Yeah. And I took my son and we went in. And of course, you got, was it Damon from Shark Tank? Yeah, you got all the guys, but the main event was Gary Vee. That's why I went. Actually, I was here at the shop. It's probably 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got a text from Gary Vee's group, let's say, and it said, if you could ask Damon any question, what would you ask him? Well, at first I put my phone down, I'm like, they probably sent that to everybody. Yeah. And then I grabbed my phone, I'm like, man, that was kind of negative. I should, that's not me. Yeah. So I fired off my question and didn't think nothing about it. Went to the show, enjoyed every event, but I was waiting on Gary Vee. And before, maybe it was lunchtime, I guess, and Damon came out. As soon as he comes out, the MC says, "There's Blake Freeman in here," and I'm like, And at first I didn't hear it. And so Hunter's like, Dad, they're talking to you. He says my name again, and I'm still. And then I'm like, so I stood up, and his little 5 foot whatever comes rolling over, you know, and he's like, what's your question? And he's like, well, I got it right here. You know, they read it out, and my question was, if you had a chance to do it over, what would you change? And he didn't flinch. He said, surround yourself with as many mentors as you can. He said, Mr. Freeman, I got screwed over. All my boys were wanting diamonds, and, you know, all this gold stuff. And so the deal was, if my question got picked, then you get to take a photo. You know, I'm like, you know. So this lady comes over, puts a wristband on me, and I didn't think anything about it. They continued the show, asked another guy a question. That one ended, and they're going to break for lunch because he upsold. You know, you're going to get to hang out with me for lunch. And so I was walking out, and I said, hey. The lady was standing there to put the wristband. I go, am I getting my photo? I want my son to be able to, you know, get a photo. She's like, oh, we already did that. And I was like, really? Because it just ended. Where did he make a long story short? I'm like, you know what? I ain't giving up. So I found the main MC guy, and I said, hey, man, I don't mean to bother you, but my son would love to take a picture of Mr. Freeman. I asked the question. He's like, come with me right now. Let's go. What do you think my son was? Taking a shit. So here I am. Excuse me on that one. Here I am by myself. So I walked in, you know, so we could do the whole picture grip and grin thing. But Gary was awesome. Gary was awesome. He just he don't bullshit. You know what I mean? He says it.
My mom watches him.
Yeah. I mean, he's bringing it.
Kids need to hear, right? I mean, you're a father.
Yeah.
Kids need to hear that.
And you try to, you know, but to me, there's no bullshit. Really, when I heard your voiceover, I was like, oh man, that is awesome. You know, when you guys did your shoot and you did voice, I'm like, hell yeah.
He talks about him working in the liquor store when he was 14 years old. And like I always say, like, we raised on Blacktop, you know, it's a lot about getting kids to come to work, right? But it's like when you're 8 years old, it's cute to go work with your dad. But like when you're 15 through 20 years old and your friends are out dilly-dallying all summer and you're going to work with your dad, like that takes some sacrifice. But it's those years that you're gonna
look at that beautiful thing. We gotta wipe it down for him. My nephew, which is his grandson, which is one of our sales guys. I thought it'd be cool, you know, say, hey, you want Grandpa's office? And man, he was like, you kidding me? And I said, but you can't change anything. I'll allow you maybe a desk. Because his desk was very, you know, these are kind of his little artifacts and things.
I really like this. This is cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Kind of shows, you can see
What
when
is
we
that
kind
again?
of stop. And
This
then,
is how much he made every year.
Oh yeah.
that we started, and I'm not kidding you.
$4,500.
Yeah, we started in May and
Look at that. Boom,
start.
boom.
Yeah. Then you can see when it started like kind of taking off. Yeah, and then when we got into paving, the ball game changed. January 3rd, 1958. It was $11 loan. This is from the bank. It was $11 loan. This was his last. He got him a smartphone now.
I tell you what, when the
Man, I
next
love
does,
these things.
right? I
When
didn't know
that
what
thing
we were gonna
beeped-
do without it.
When that thing beeped, I said, I know you can hear me. What are you doing?
Hi.
Hello, I'm Matt.
Matt.
Hi, Matt. Mimi.
So I come from a family paving company as well.
Yes.
And my mom and dad are 50-50 partners, and this is her life right here.
Yeah. This is on
This is,
the keeping us doors, checks,
Yeah.
payroll, make sure
If
everything's
it wasn't for Mimi, I promise you, we'd have failed a long time ago.
Yeah.
Same for here.
You were in Florida? You came straight here?
I ordered her
Yeah.
on
Came-
dial-up, AOL dial-up.
He
Okay,
did.
I met
$29.
Nobody believes us when
I
he
met
says
my
that.
girlfriend on Craigslist.
there you go.
No, I'm kidding.
Did you pay? I only paid $29.
I believe you. Whatever you tell me, I believe. I'm very gullible.
I'm kidding.
But right down at the bottom, it said they don't talk. And when I was like, oh, I'm in. She's not gonna say nothing.
Now she's running the business.
She's running it now.
I take over. What are you talking about?
Don't let her fool you. There's a reason why everybody puts this on her desk. Yeah. Silent but
No,
deadly.
he's a director of Grip and Grin. That's what we call him because we have funny names for our titles.
What's your title?
I'm a CFO,
What's that stand for?
control freak owner.
Okay.
And who is this? This is my second wife.
This is what are you? Ace?
Ice.
Ice.
What's I stand for?
In charge of everything.
Basically.
That was put in before they got here.
Oh yeah, I'm the only one.
Raised on QuickBooks.
Raised on QuickBooks. That's right.
Look at that.
Sheesh.
Woo! Nice.
Don't back up your forklift by your truck there. This was one of the reps, guys, and I've been driving it to hide it from them because we just did the. I think they like these better. These are sweatshirts.
Oh yeah. Hoodies. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
And then they did the asphalt inside. Wow. I just want you to get this on. I tried to put his logo on these things. I'm just saying. I tried.
It's technically on there. It's on the paver. It's on there.
Right there. See it on the
You
back.
see it.
But I was trying to get him like,
Day 2. Had a cool dinner with Blake and his wife and the team at LeeBoy last night. So right now we're headed back to ASPHALT365. They're gonna do their machine unveiling and they got their new trucks all set up. Looked like a really nice setup, so I'm excited to get down there and meet the crew. So pretty much I think I want to like introduce myself, because obviously they don't know who I am, and then I want to tell them that I come from a family paving company similar to the size of ASPHALT365, and then tell them about the brand. Make sure they know it's not some bullshit brand, and Raised on Blacktop is my life, and it's a piece of me, and when they're running that paver, then I want them to run it with pride, just like we do.
Sorry, I'm probably already sweating.
Hey, right.
Laura,
Yep. What's up, man? Matt.
Boy, we were gonna call him Shooter.
I'm Skip.
Skip. Matt, nice to meet you.
Sir.
What's up,
Our
boss?
third son was gonna be called Shooter if we had him. We got Gunner, Hunter, and Shooter.
Nice. What's up, Hunter? Nice to meet you, man. Cool. That's badass. This man got the flow, huh? He did.
Hi, it's my other kid.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
What's up, Bryce? Missed you last night, man.
Sorry, I didn't get into like 1
Yeah.
a.m. Rich Olivier with
Nice to meet you, Rich.
It's a pleasure to
Nice to
meet
meet
you.
you. What's up, guys?
Paulo.
Paulo? Nice to meet
Paulo's
you.
the salesman that handles
From Dobbs?
Yes, sir. That handles the customers. Yep.
Hello?
See what Dobbs said?
Matt Stanley?
you
I know
bet.
this guy.
I am today. Whatever it takes to sell machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'm your man. When we do the walk around, I'm going to take the bolts out of the hopper so we can show them what's underneath
Okay.
too, because they've had an A model,
Yeah.
so it's a lot different.
That's
than
what
they got now.
That's what they did up at Stevenson. They showed them how to lift this up.
Yeah, exactly.
All that.
Exactly. And I was thinking maybe even if we had a few minutes, which we really don't, I would go ahead and loosen them. But
Yeah. What's up, my brother?
Good.
How you doing, Matt?
Kylo.
Kylo, nice to meet you, man. I gotta meet the boys on the crew. What's up, man? What's your name? Jose?
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you doing, man? Nice.
good to go.
Matt, get ready, buddy. We're not taking
I don't know
it
what
off,
we're
though.
doing
not.
still, yeah.
What are we just grabbing it? Or?
Just grab it and pull it up.
Pull it up a little more.
They said just show her up to her kneecaps.
Trying, baby.
Pull it up a little more.
Just show her up to her kneecaps.
Like you're giving her like a
Turkey over there.
Okay, guys, look this way for just a minute.
Ooh, it's bright.
Get ready, big boy.
No, I want to say something, honestly, because I'll try to keep it short. So we went to dinner last night, Matt and I, Brian, Christy, a couple shout outs, Efron. The shirts are because of you, brother. I wouldn't have got these shirts if you didn't show me, okay? Alfredo, brother, you've helped build this, okay? Everybody that's got one of those shirts on is why all this happened. They're going to share some stories with you, but I promise you, everybody standing behind me appreciates you guys more than anybody else that's here, because you guys are the ones going to continue this thing. Right here, guys, right? Raised on Blacktop. That's what we do, right? Every single day. But I want to say this because I could go on for an hour. I've never met, besides my dad, somebody that can out-talk me, and that's Brian. Okay?
I appreciate you guys taking the day. We're not going to call it a day off because we're together and Blake's paying you. But I understand you really earned it yesterday. Did I hear 13 hours yesterday?
I heard 16.
16. 16? I'm gonna tell you what, y'all can hear me okay, right? My hat's off to you guys. I'm standing out here, shaking hands, sweating my rear end off, and there's not an ounce of asphalt around. You guys get out in it every day, 300-degree asphalt, lay it down, and then you get up and do it tomorrow. And today is a culmination of everybody being a partner, okay? You guys telling us what you needed on that old machine, you guys telling us we're not gonna use that machine anymore, the Dobbs guys saying we've got a machine we're gonna lend you until your new one gets here, okay? What we really want to convey to you today is the family atmosphere and what Raised on Blacktop means. ASPHALT365 built LeeBoy. American Paving Specialist built LeeBoy. Our promise to you that will stand with my word, with his word, and with these people's word. And if you have an issue with this machine, don't keep it by yourself. Let us know, we'll make it right. Fair enough?
We got that on recording, right?
100%. 100%. So now, go ahead and show it. The guys in Orlando are going to see y'all coming. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and do a walk around. They're not ready till noon. If you guys want to come walk around it, let's go show it to you.
You can put your tickets in here from the plant. I don't know if you got big tickets or the small ones. You slide the tickets in there. So this is another thing that we got. These lights. You guys get caught paving in the dark. You can flip these lights on. You got lights in here. You got another light right here, so you can see right inside. Perfect. Yeah. The best thing right here is this level right here. Wow. So look at this over here. I don't want to. I think Brian's gonna do a whole walk around, but you're gonna loosen that up. Then you can angle this down. Wow. Then angle that back. So you got lights showing that way, going that way. You got another shovel holder right here. So this is good. I mean, I have one of these machines. We got a little bit bigger one. But you're never looking for the paint gun anymore. You're not looking for the poker.
So nice.
Okay, and then all this area up top is going to be clean now. There's not going to be hanging off it.
Exactly.
You know, once your stuff's in there, you could drive right down the road. It's not going to bounce out.
Yeah, everything's like falling off. You gotta hold on,
Right,
stop the paper.
right.
Okay, one thing you'll notice is our conveyor rollers, okay? There's only 4 where there used to be 6. We've taken the middle one out. So now asphalt won't fall through there. Extensions in and out, and your augers off and manual.
First thing you see, this is pretty new, right? We put all of our paint cans in here. I used to try to slide these in the cup holder up there, and maybe you got one spot. We like to keep the paint handy, so we put all of our paint cans right here. This is another issue, right? The poker, there was never really a good spot for it. Yeah. I know LeeBoy doesn't want to hear this, but I'd end up sticking it in there. That's not a good spot for it, right? Now this is gonna go right in here, push against this, and then you slide it right in there. And then shovel holders. So this is my favorite upgrade, is this level. This is a custom 8-foot level. Oh. Right? And even if the guy's on top, so if you're on top here, you know, the paving job gets loud, he's not yelling over looking if there's pitch. All he has to do is peek right down. I can see I got pitch going this way right now because that bubble's a little bit on this side.
Is it time? We're ready? Let's eat.
May this day be a great day for everyone here, right? Let's bless this food. Father, in the name of Jesus, we come before you. Ask you to bless our food, bless our fellowship. Have your hand upon each person that's here. Guide us and help us. In the name of Jesus, and everyone here, Lord, said, Amen.
Okay. I wanted to thank everybody for being here today, and I wanted to introduce Matt from American Pavement Specialists out of Connecticut, and he's going to talk about his family and where he's been and and why he's here today. So welcome, Matt.
First off, I want to thank Blake and Mimi. This is an awesome event. You guys should be very thankful. I'm sure you know this, but not every company will put on an event like this. So this says a lot to them and how much they care about you guys. I think Brian did a great job covering about what Raise Down Blacktop is, and what it means to me and what it means to the rest of the industry. But I really wanted to come up here and talk about where I come from, okay? I come from a family-owned and operated company just like here. We're about 20 employees, including all my family. I'm the youngest of 4 boys, okay? So my mom and dad own the company, and the 4 boys all worked for my parents growing up, which was not easy. Me and Blake were talking about this a little bit. I've been going to work with my dad, thank God, because it made me the man I am today. Since I was 8 years old, been going with my dad to work, and he wanted to make it a point. He didn't want me to go work down the road or for somebody else. He told my mom, I want him to work for me. I want to teach him how to work. I don't want him to pick up lazy habits. Okay, I want to teach my boys how to work. Where's Hunter? Where's he at? Is he here?
Hunter!
Okay, 19 years old, right, Blake?
Yeah.
Right? 19 years old, in college. For him to work all summer is probably not popular amongst his friends, right? When I was 19, that's what I was doing. I was working 60, 70-hour weeks in the summer, and I was missing out. I was missing out on the girls. I was missing out on the parties. And I remember going home and feeling bad for myself, you know, thinking, you know, all my friends are having all this fun and here I am breaking my back. You're gonna separate yourself at this age. You know, when you get to your 24, 25, when all your friends are graduating school and they're still partying, still doing the same thing, you're gonna be making real money, you're gonna be owning a home, and you'll be able to do what you wanna do at an older age. If it wasn't for those years that I was hustling at a young age. And that's what Raised Down Blacktop means to me. For me to grow up with my brothers, I was, you know, there was no better upbringing than that. And that's what Raised Down Blacktop means to me. And now that it's on a paving machine, I mean, I run one of these paving machines every day too. Those accessories on that machines are for the operator. And it's more than just a paint scheme and a cool logo on there. When I run that machine, I feel like a different sense of pride when I'm on that machine. And I hope you guys feel the same way.
Since we put this event on, my husband always asked me the last week, babe, what are you going to say? What's your speech? What's your deal? So last night he asked me, and he goes, well, what are you going to say tomorrow? Again, I said, well, all I'm going to say is like, hey, I'm just here. You hired me to be here. I speak no English, okay? I don't know what you're saying. No, I really kind of thought about it last night and this morning. I'm going to cry if I start talking about it. Some of you may know the story. A girl coming from Vietnam, selling cigarettes on the corner of the street when she's 10 years old. And here I am living the American dream, right? To this man here that I dedicate my life to, and his father who brought me on as his own daughter. 27 years been together, and here we are making this is our longest business we ever have, 22 years. And then we had other businesses along the way, and coming to America, I wanted an American name. You know, I'm Vietnamese, I want to be American, like everybody, all the other Americans. So I call myself Sandy. That's my nickname. The only reason I bought this up is recently we were able to buy some properties, and my company is Sandy Management. So I got a credit card a couple months ago, and it says Sandy Management, LLC. I'm like, and I started crying. I'm like, wow, this is the American dream right here. You work hard, and here you are, building a business, building a life together, and making it all happen. And I want to say something. It's not us. Bill and Blake always said, you surround yourself with the best people. You surround yourself with good people and people who are smarter than you. And that is so, so true. So I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. And your shirt looks awesome.
But I really like your story. It's
Thank you.
cool.
Thank
I kind
you.
of feel like I've been raised on Blacktop.
Exactly.
Around it.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I first started this, or the reason why I started was like, do you follow us on social media?
I do not.
Well, you
no,
should.
This is all kind of new to me.
So this is new. So you never saw Raised Down Blacktop before this?
I've never seen it.
That's awesome.
No.
My family's company, American Paving, we do a ton on Instagram. So we have like 20,000 followers on Instagram now.
Cool.
So through that, I realized that there's a lot of kids just like me and you.
Yeah.
Were raised the same way.
Yeah.
You know, and before social media, I never knew that. You know,
Yeah.
so I was like, I got to make something that I can not only like monetize my following,
right? And then something I can bring together everybody.
Yeah.
And then I did Raised on Blacktop, and it's been about 2 years now.
No, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Same background. I mean, we have the largest milling company in Florida.
That's why I've seen your machines on the side of the road. Yeah. All working mills?
We passed 3 of them on the way here.
Nice.
Just from Tampa. But so we have 15 milling machines. Most are working. Some are cat. We're all over the state. We're into Georgia and Alabama.
Wow.
And then our paving company, we had a non-compete. So we weren't able to get back into paving until about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And we've already up to 2 crews, about to have a 3rd crew.
You guys own asphalt plants too?
We do not. So we're at the point right now where we're probably going to need to acquire a plant pretty
Yeah.
soon. But our milling company is really our bread
Yeah.
and butter. We're the largest. But paving-wise, we're just starting to get really back into it. But 2 crews already. We've done a lot of high-profile work.
Highways and stuff?
Yeah, a lot of highway work.
Wow.
And we've done a lot of like St. Pete Pier. Like,
So what do? You run equipment or?
So I'm just out of college.
Yeah.
1 year out. I do sales and estimating for the company, a little bit of project management. I kind of a floater.
Yeah.
Just,
That's good. You learn all the
fires and
aspects
stuff right now. But on the milling company, I was an operating and
Really?
doing all of that. Paving company, I'm coming in at an interesting time. I was a managerial finance major. So I was
you've never been around it.
Wall Street, but I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to come back to our family business, grow, and I've been enjoying it a lot. So
Got that?
far. What?
Going back to the family business.
Yeah.
Right? That's awesome.
So,
You want to see my dad today?
Bill to Bill.
Check this out.
Oh, he's strapping up.
Look at this.
Who's doing this, your brother?
Recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you tell him. Wild Bill lived on a hill, never worked, never will.
Of course. Blake got my number. See you in Nashville. Charlotte.
We'll hook up before then, hopefully.
All right.
Oh yeah. 7 a.m. flight. 4:30 in the morning. Should be good. Let's go waste some blacktop.
Let's go.
I'm getting soft. Use my calluses.
Groundskeepers cutting the grass and clipping the hedges. I took 2 mil out the cage down
Morning, world of asphalt. We're out here this morning, June 30th. One of our great customers, Mike Burton Builders. Guy does great work, one of the best in the business, been at it for years. If you can look behind you here, you can see what beautiful work he's doing. How many units here, Mike?
74 units.
74 units. He's been here about a year?
Yes.
About a year. We're putting the final course on today, and this guy's all wrapped up. We got 100-degree heat out here, and Mike's getting his parking lot regardless. And I just want to put a special thanks out to Michael Burton Builders for having us. And I want to take a look around this project and show you what's going on. We have a 2-day pour here, roughly 800 ton of asphalt we're laying, and it's pretty rough out here, but Mike had it all prepped for us and we're ready to roll. And some local, this is for our local folks. I am Bill Stanley, AKA known as Billy Burton, his little brother.
We tried to get Bill to town in my house, and he was here for a year, and he couldn't stand it, so he had to go back to Danbury. But we love having him back in town paving. Couldn't have had a better team to do this job.
So we're out in the front of the lot here. Mike did a great improvement on the roadway, not only on the building, but on the roadway. He's got stamped concrete all the way down, which was installed by another awesome contractor right here in town, a friend of Mike and I's, Rob Manna from LRM. His team came in here and knocked this out. If you could take a look down, they did granite curbing, concrete, stamped concrete, sod, street lamps all the way down. And if you turn to the corner right here, you're right down in Sandy Hook Village, which is awesome. It's a beautiful area right here. And Mike's project, $20 million later, really improved this place. We're really liking it. Now, if you turn this way, these apartments are already full. So yesterday morning, they had to get all the cars moved out, all the tenants moved out. We paved this entire area yesterday. All the way down here, we got here about 7 o'clock. Mike had everyone out of our way. We swept, laid our top course down throughout here. Today, we put the cars back on it. Now we're on phase 2 down below. And Mike doesn't like his concrete chip, doesn't want any blacktop on his sidewalks, and we don't blame him. Fire access. There's a river right behind here. Pawtucket River, Mike?
Pawtucket River's in the back, yep.
Pawtucket River's right here. Really an exclusive piece of property here.
One of our challenges here was the flatness of the grade. Usually it's an advantage, but if it gets too flat, it's a challenge. We have 1, 2, 3 buildings, all 150 feet long with the same floor elevation. So it provides a challenge for our paving contractor, and that's why we got the best in the business here.
By the way, we are using our new LeeBoy 8616 throughout this complex. And now the boys are really getting a hang on it. We've had it a couple weeks, and the paver's performing awesome. We're really loving it. Small piles when we finish, small dumps when we start. The wiggling right around these catch basins like nothing. Very little handwork for the amount of ins and outs that we have here. And the mat is impeccable, and the speed of what it can do on the straightaways is just, this machine is just killing it here. This is the clubhouse over here, again, 1 block from the Sandy Hook corner. This area here, Shane, this is all 4 inches of porous asphalt. So the water is there's 2 feet of clean stone underneath this. The water is going to percolate right through. Again, a thing to do with the river that's over here. They didn't allow any drainage, so the water is going to go right into the ground. We did 1, 2, 3, 4 areas of porous. This morning we laid 150 ton of porous asphalt, which we hauled out of Tilcon. And I definitely want to thank Roger Simone, because we've laid a lot of porous asphalt, and this is the best porous we've ever seen. We close it up with the roller once. There's still tons of lines in it because it's 100 degrees here, and we think when we do our final pave, we will take the lines out of this hopefully this afternoon. We don't have to come back tomorrow and roll it because it's so soft. So this porous area, for those who don't know, I know my asphalt guys know, but for people watching that don't know what porous is and how this works, this entire half of this lot is all in a wet area where the Pawtucket River runs through, so there's no drainage, no catch basins, no piping, no anything. All the water from 1, 2, 3, 4 parking lots here are all going to come in these 4 areas. There's like 2 feet of trap rock on the bottom, clean stone, and 4 inches of this asphalt. And here's what's going to happen. All the water's going to run down here. I'm going to show you what's going to happen. This is a 5-gallon bucket of water, and it's going to go right through into the ground. If you look at that, it took about 33 seconds and it's gone. So that's the beauty of the porous. You do have to maintain it a little bit, but like I said, this area over here, stand over this way, Shane, that's the Pawtucket River right behind us here, and there's no piping, no drains, no catch basins, anything here. All the water is going to percolate right into the soils. Pretty cool stuff,
Wow.
right, Shane?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Told you I'll see you at work, baby. Let's go. Back on the pavement.